Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kimball Hooker Show. I'm your host, Kimball Hooker, right here in Montessorino, Los Gatos. I have a very special guest here today. You guys don't even understand. I go back so many years with this person right here. Great, talented musician, singer, songwriter, performer, musician, extraordinaire. I could tell it all, but I ain't going to. You got to stay tuned. He's my friend as well, but soon to be yours. The most talented person that I know. I'm gonna put it on thick because it's true. Mr. Dennis Dove. How you doing, my friend?
Doing good, brother.
Was that all right?
That was all right.
Was the intro good?
It was good.
All right. I don't want to shortchange you.
You never will. You never have.
All right. Yeah. Dennis, I'm so happy to have you here. I was just shocked that I could even get you on the schedule.
It was one of those things.
You the most busiest man. You next to James Brown. I was like, how are we gonna get him on the schedule? I don't even know if that's possible.
Oh man, it's fun,
But I will say though, the years that I've known you, which is I would say a couple of decades, I would say this: I don't know anybody that makes it look easy and fun like you, and I'm serious with that.
That's what we're all supposed to do. About you run a jam, make it happy, make it easy, make it fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And you good at that.
And I'm good at it now.
I've never been to a Dennis Dove show where people were sitting on their phones and just kind of scrolling. Not one. I've never seen nobody do that. They all sitting there, they all clapping and cheering and singing along. And let's start from the beginning. Like, how did you get started?
Oh boy, church.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, me and my brother and Oliver Harris.
Really? I remember Oliver.
We're
guitar
all
player.
Air Force brats.
Mm-hmm.
So we all kind of grew up together.
Wow.
Yeah, I known Oliver since the 5th grade.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
And we played on in the churches. And my mom said, "Hey, you're going to church." I go, "What's that?" She goes, "You'll find out when you get there."
Oh wow.
And joined the band. That was like the Temptations. And the guys had the steps and the moves. And
yeah.
That's what we did every Sunday.
But how did you? Okay, let's wait a minute. You lose it. How did you learn how to play? You just started playing?
I just loved drums. I just loved them. Yeah.
You could always play.
I always could play. Didn't know I could sing. That's later.
That was later. That can't.
But
That crept up on you later.
But always drums.
Always.
Always. Yeah.
Okay. Some of the people that you admired coming up. Who were some of the people?
Oh man. Whoo. Well, Bernard Purdy, drummer.
Right.
All those guys like that,
Even the bands, though. Like, what were some of the bands that you listened to?
Earth, Wind, and Fire. There's all those guys. Tons,
Old school.
A lot of old school Ohio Players, all that stuff,
Right.
Yeah. Commodores.
Right. So you knew from a young age you was going to do music.
No.
You didn't?
No.
Now, how did this come about?
See? A lot of people, they go, "What?" I was a mechanic.
What kind of mechanic?
I was like a handyman guy. I worked on cars.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever knew that about me. Yeah.
See, that's why we here. This is because I want to uncover the.
Because every time we run into each other, we're like, "Hey man, what's going on? You want to play?" Yeah, okay,
So you was a mechanic.
I did that for a long time, 30-something years.
Now you talking about like a plumber? You talking about like an auto mechanic?
Mechanic.
Really?
Yeah.
You was fixing cars?
Yeah.
So you had a body shop, like your own shop?
I almost had a body shop. Yeah, I worked on cars, high school all the way up. My dad had a Volkswagen. He drove up, so I guess the 8th grade, to the house, and he goes, "You fix it, it's yours." Wow. So got it to it, Volkswagen 1967. Fixed it up, got it together, and that's the way that was it. Snowballed into working on everything.
See, you can't make this stuff up. You heard it from the horse's mouth right here. That's crazy. I would have never known that. And I've been knowing you a long time.
Yes, you have.
But I would have never known that. That's why we're here on this interview right now. Because I want to get the I don't want to hear nobody else tell me nothing. I want to.
You're going to know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a drummer. And how old are you?
Oh,
At that
man. What is that about? maybe when I first started messing around, at probably maybe 10, maybe.
Okay. All right. So
But
you
it
was in
was
school,
just
elementary
messing
school,
around. Yeah.
like that. Now you in San Jose or where you at?
We in Lancaster, California.
Lancaster.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Palmdale, Lancaster.
Mm-hmm. Now, were there any other musicians in the house?
My brother.
Your brother.
Yeah. A lot of basses,
Myron.
anything and everything.
Right. Anything and everything.
Because he's like what you call a band kid.
Oh, okay.
All the marching bands, all
Mhm.
that. My sister, she was in the marching band. I think she was like a what do you call those twirly? They twirl stuff.
Oh, God.
She was one of those girls.
Yeah.
Pecan or.
Mm-hmm.
I never did that.
Right.
Yeah, but my brother was deep into the music world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Deeper than you.
Oh, he was the guy. Yeah, he was always the guy with the #1 band in the town.
At that time, yeah.
#1 everything.
Interesting.
That was the guy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, you guys played together or you guys always had separate
A
bands?
little bit, but he got with guys that were just way better than a lot of people. So he would get with this band that they were very advanced.
Mm-hmm.
And then me to come in, I wasn't that advanced. Yeah, because I was working on cars and stuff. Yeah,
That was really your thing.
Football, yeah. I played
Yeah,
a lot of
football.
sports. Oh, a lot of sports.
Wait a minute, Dennis.
Yeah.
You played football
Yeah.
in Lancaster.
Oh, yeah.
In what position?
Fullback, halfback.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I was
See,
fast.
I would have never known that.
I was fast. I could run a 4.3, 4.4
Really?
back in the day. Pumping iron.
And you hit hard.
Oh, I take him out. I took out a buddy of mine. His name is Mike Tolliver, if he hears this. My coach goes, you take him out and you get a steak dinner. Because, they used to take all the teams to get pizza.
Right.
I said, I'm tired of that pizza. And this is ninth grade. Now, Mike Tolliver, he went to Stanford. I still see him on Facebook. And he made it pretty good over there.
Mm-hmm.
And tackled him, but he twisted. I went the ankle. I could hear it. Oh, he goes, man, I can't believe he's a good buddy of mine. I said, I didn't try to do that. I said, you shouldn't have twisted. But he'll never live that down.
But you got a steak dinner, though.
But I got a steak dinner. Sadly.
Twisted ankle and a steak dinner.
Okay. But
Okay.
yeah, a lot of football,
I'm learning so much about you. So the football, mechanic.
Oh,
Is there
yeah.
anything else under?
Oh, there's all
We
kind
ain't
of
even got to
stuff.
the music yet.
There's tons of stuff.
Listen, I'm trying to get to the music. We haven't even got there yet.
Because my family, my mom and dad, they just said, there's no way you're being in the street. We ain't going to have you in the street.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. You're going to stay busy, busy, busy. So that's what I did.
Right.
Wood shop, metal shop,
Oh,
all of it.
wow.
Oh, yeah. Mechanics, you name it. I was in it.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm trying to wrap my
A
mind
little bit
around
of
all this
wrestling,
stuff
a
right
little
now.
bit of,
Yeah.
Boxing.
Dennis, you was a boxer?
Yeah, taekwondo, all that stuff.
What? So when did the music come in?
It was in there too,
It was mixed in.
But it was mixed in. But it wasn't as, important as all.
You know what's okay? So here's what I'm struggling with. You're such a talented musician, singer. I mean,
I didn't know that was going to
I
happen.
would have never thought you had all those other talents, including what I know you have.
Yeah. Me neither.
Because let me tell you, it take a lifetime for people to get as talented as you are.
Yeah.
That's a lifetime right there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking, where did all this other stuff come from? So you just a
snowballed in.
multi-talented person.
Well, I didn't know. All I did was when I moved here in '78 from Lancaster, me, Oliver, and my brother was already down here,
Mm-hmm.
and my sister. So we all lived together in this one apartment in Campbell. And from there, I just started to try to put the feelers out, find out what's what, Work at the Atari. I worked at
Oh my
the
goodness.
first Atari,
What is all right? So let's take it back for the music. Now, are you you play locally, right? You play here.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I already know that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the places that you played, I know, is like JJ's. You played at the Fog Bank.
I lived there. Yeah.
Right, in Santa Cruz and all over the doggone place. Who were some of the musicians that you played with?
Oh man.
I know the list is long.
Think of somebody. You already know.
I mean, just so many, local and abroad.
Local and abroad.
Yeah.
Shoot. He was a guy. Well, a lot of people would come to my jam. Well, before the jam, I used to go to JJ's and look in that window back in the day and go, wow, what's going on here? That's what started, like, what's happening? This makes me feel really good, And I always dreamed, oh, man, I'll never be a musician. But, I love working on cars. I'm cool. So I start playing on the weekend, like Weekend Warrior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just doing the Weekend Warrior thing. And, but I didn't play blues at all. I was a rock drummer.
What?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Double
either.
bass, all that stuff.
You was playing rock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rock and roll. Then I go and I look in the window at JJ's, and Tommy Castro's in there with Kevin Coggins on the drums.
Wow.
I'm like, what? It just blew my mind. Packed in there, packed. Everybody, back then they smoked cigarettes.
Oh, inside the JJ's.
Yeah, and I never smoked or drank
Right.
for a long, I never did.
Right.
And looking in there, and they're looking at me, and, you play? I go, not like that, And that would just be on my mind. Then finally I got in there and I sat down, and they said, you know shuffles? I go, what's that?
Oh my gosh.
So it was that ain't no shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rock and roll thing.
Rock, that's right.
Mm-hmm. And they went, well, you got to get tempo. And then, can you sing? Just got certain songs I can do, like Mustang Sally,
Right.
And I feel good. And then I sang once, and they, wow, he can sing.
And people heard you.
Yeah, and they went, wow, you're a good singer. You should sing more. You should sing. And then from there, it just kind of snowballed into. And then I had a friend of mine I was with him at JJ's, and I was quiet. I never really sang a lot. And he said, oh man, I'm not gonna make the jam. Can you run it at JJ's?
Uh-huh.
That's what happened. I went, I can't do that. I'm not gonna be able to run a jam. How you do that? You do it easy. Oh, you can do it. You've been doing it for a year with me. You'll be fine. I was freaking out. Oliver was with me.
Right.
And I was like, oh, man, what do I do? From there, it just took out like my 30s, early 30s. And then I'm still running, and I'm going on 66 now.
I miss Oliver.
Hell yeah, he's around. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what happened. And then the songs, learning songs, and the shuffles. And I used to play with Ike and the Cold Bloods over here at number 1 Broadway. And
Wow. I didn't know that.
Shuffles. I finally learned the blues. Took about 2 years. Reggae and the blues, the hardest thing for a drummer.
Reggae and the blues.
It's tough, because you got to get the feel,
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
got
the
to get
feel.
that feel, man. You don't get that feel, the guys will go, mm-mm.
Yeah, he ain't right.
He ain't doing it.
Your last day.
Yeah, thank you,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's how it kind of snowballed into me just, and it's just been a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time I do music, it would like tenfold.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like I do one gig, my phone's ringing off the hook. I'm like, what? Oh, we'll pay you this much. Oh, we want your band. You're great. This and that. And I go, it can't be that good.
So you
Can't be
never
that
chased
good.
it.
No, I never ever did.
It came to you.
It came to me. I never ever, to this day, I haven't made a call out for a gig in 10 years or more.
Wow.
Never.
They call you.
Yeah. I get email, call. Hey, we're looking for a band. And that's how it's been.
It's been like that.
Yeah. I just sit around and then, oh, who's that? Oh,
You know what I find amazing about that? So I'm out,
it's a blessing, bro.
and I've done a lot of things myself, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
and I'm
you-
out, and
You done good.
we know a lot of similar people. I've never heard, and I can honestly say this, I've never heard one bad thing about you.
Huh?
I can't say that about everybody.
I
but-
got haters. I got haters out there.
No, no,
Kimball,
no,
I got
no,
haters,
no.
brother.
Listen,
I
I'm
got
telling-
them.
I'm telling you straight. Everybody I know that know you, Dennis. Oh man, I love that dude. That's my dude right there.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
Dennis. You know why? Because you have an infectious way about you on that mic when you sing and play. I just sit back and go, wow, that's amazing.
So does this man right here.
You know, seriously, I watch you. You don't have no big kit, nothing like that. You got your little, you know, your floor time.
My back likes the smaller kid.
Yeah. And I just sat back and I just watched you, your demeanor and the way you befriend people while you're performing.
I've learned from mentors and guys that I used to watch, you know, at jams. There's this one band, a rock band. I'll never forget it. I always remember these guys. It's odd. They rocked out. They were really good. Kick butt. Great players. I was like, wow, this is a good rock band. They ain't going to probably talk to nobody. They came out after they were done. All of them shook everybody's hand. Hey, how you doing? How's everybody? You doing all right? And they're so friendly. And that alone just made me go, wow,
Didn't expect that.
wow. And they got back up there and kicked butt. And they were just wonderful guys. I was like, I want to do that. I want to keep it happy, you know. And that's what I do. I just keep it happy because, you know, people come in, long day of work. You don't know what they're going through.
That's
man.
true.
It's
So
hard.
true.
And they get the music. That's why they're there, to release
Right.
stress.
Right.
And I want, you know, I said, I want to be part of the releasing process.
Right.
And so that's what I do. I just go, you know, I'm going to make it like fun for these people, man, you know. And the more that I do that, it's funner for, you know, it's like people, man, this is great, you know, simple song, but, you know.
You make simple songs fun though. These are the same songs everybody sing,
Mhm.
but it's different the way you do it. You put your own little.
Yeah,
you
oh
know,
yeah, I twist up a stuff, you know.
You put your own stuff up in there.
You know, you seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis, I want to ask you a question, and I know, but I want you to tell everybody that's listening. How did you get your drums? You know what I found amazing about this story before you tell it?
Well, this is one set.
This is just one set. So I'm a drummer,
Oh yeah,
you know,
very
and
good one.
I admire this man so much. When I first met you, I'm like, oh my God, my mouth was on the floor, and I never seen somebody with that much creativity singing like that, engineering his own stuff. Never seen it.
Thank you, my brother.
But when one of the questions that I had asked you is, where did you get your kit from? And you told me, and I felt so stupid because I'm like, well, I paid all this money for my drum, and then the way you told me, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I thought I knew. Tell it.
Well, I have other drum sets. But this one, it sounded better than all the ones I had. But the thing was, was living in Kimball. My buddy calls me up. He goes, "Hey man, there's a drum set in this trash bin." I go, "What?" And it's raining. He goes, it's like a complete drum set, just the tubs, you know, not the cymbals or nothing. I went, what? He goes, they like stripe it looking. I go, they look old. He goes, yeah, I know, I'll just bring them. I go, sure, bring them. And they're all waterlogged and stuff. Let them dry out. Kind of cleaned them up a little bit. And, you know, found out it's a Pearl drum set. The floor tom, rack tom, and the bass drum. I mean, in the floor tom and the rack tom. And I put some skins on there. The rack tom was fine. The floor tom was okay, but the bass drum, I fixed that up, put the skin on there, and it just seemed to have. You played it.
I sure have.
Yeah.
I sure have. It sounded like you
I
had
like, what?
cannons
Yeah,
on those drums.
and it was open in the front.
Yeah, and it was open in front. And
I had it on closed and it didn't sound so good. I took it off.
I had
Oh,
never even
wow.
seen that before with that pillow you stuck in
Yeah,
there. And I'm like, what is he
ragtime
doing?
pillow, slam it in.
The funniest part is, when you sitting out in the crowd, it sounded like it was more than Mike. I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah, it wasn't Mike. People, is that Mike? I go,
Yeah.
no.
No.
Played at the what was it, Palmasons over here?
Mm-hmm. The winery.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
with Pearl Alley Band.
Right.
Season St. John. And I bring the kit, and the sound guy's going,
I don't know about this kid.
he's like, oh. Well, he goes, I go, wait till I hit the bass drum. You'll be surprised. He goes, oh, okay. Gets back there, and he goes, holy, this thing sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
I go, I know. He goes, what have you done there? I go, nothing. Just put the skin on, that pillow in there, that's it.
And that joker was just as weather beaten as it could be.
Torn up. But it was cool.
Yeah.
Bumblebee set,
Bumblebee
It was
set.
68.
Wow.
That's why the
Interesting.
old wood.
Mhm.
Old wood.
That's what it was. I didn't even know that
Yeah.
until I had that conversation with you. I found out. I said, okay, that's
That
what it is.
old wood, man,
It wasn't manufactured like that. It wasn't processed like that.
No.
That was just original.
Yeah. And
Wow.
they sounded great.
Interesting.
And I used those doggone things for, I don't know,
So many years.
how many years I had it.
Mhm.
And I gave them to some kids.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You don't have them no more.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I gave them to a buddy of mine. He's a bass player.
Mhm.
Me, Laura Price, bass player.
Laura Price, goodness.
Yeah. She was just here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So many names. You've been throwing blast from the past right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dennis, we're going to take a short break and we're going to come right back. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are listening to the Kimball Hooker Show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back with our very special guest, Mr. Dennis Dove.
Thank you to the City of Montessorino for their continued support of KCAT Public Media. The City of Montessorino has enabled KCAT to inspire, educate, entertain, and inform our community through the magic of television and digital media for over 38 years. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kimball Hooker Show with my very special guest, Mr. Dennis Dove. We go way back. We got a lot to catch up on. We just want to dive right back in. Dennis, I'm going to throw some names at you right now because these are some names that we both know.
Uh-huh.
So I'm talking like way back in the day when, you remember AC, the guitar player?
AC.
Yeah, AC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Todd.
Todd.
I mean, there's so many different people that we played with.
Oh,
And
yeah.
These are great musicians that reside here, right here in the Bay Area.
Michael B.
Mike
God
B.
bless his soul.
Mhm, exactly. Some of these musicians, they played with so many different people, but in my opinion, when I think of all these people, you come first in terms of where we all kind of gravitated from, came from, and you opened the doors for so many of us to play at certain venues. I'm talking just like, well, not being at our place, but what was the one that I played over there in San Jose? The Quarter Note.
Oh, I lived there too.
See, all the different
To
places
run
that
a
we
jam
played
there
here.
with Doc
Right? With Doc.
Herrera. Yeah.
What? You played with Doc too?
Back before that stage was built, we were where the pool table.
Oh, I didn't
we're
know
in the
that.
corner.
No. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't shaped like it is now.
It's the same shape, but where the pool table
Yeah.
is,
Mhm.
there was a stage there.
Yeah. Oh.
And that big stage, that wasn't there for a long time.
It wasn't there.
Yeah, me and Doc, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were
Number
there.
one Broadway.
Number one, oh, yeah.
That's right.
Ike in the Cold Blood Days.
Charlie's.
Ooh. Charlie's, Ike in the Cold Blood Days, yeah.
Wow. So many different places.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
you opened the doors for so many other people to come after you and play there. And not just blues, but to play anything.
Yeah, it was pretty cool at the time. So when you're younger, you could get around quicker.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
mini gigs, stay up late. You're good.
You've done so many gigs back in your day. Give me some of the best gigs you ever done. What's a
wow.
really good gig for you?
Well, let's see here. A cool gig. I've done like these private parties that were like off the chain when the .com thing was going.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Those were some of the best gigs.
Money, big time.
Right.
A lot of houses in Los Gatos up there.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of those houses, they just built them because the .com thing was so going on then.
Back then, yeah. That was 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And boy, good money, food everywhere, just a great time then. But cool gigs, I don't know. Let's see, what have I played a couple of the Yoshis a few times. I think I did one with Archie Lee Hooker.
Archie Lee.
John Lee Hooker's nephew.
Oh,
Well,
got
yeah.
it. He was doing gospel, right? Or
Oh,
was he
that's
doing blues?
Junior.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. We used to actually rehearse at John Lee Hooker's. Any relation?
No relation. No relation. I'm not related to John Lee Hooker. Because what is her name? With the Z?
Zakara?
Zakara
Or whatever.
wouldn't
her
like
name.
me to say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know her?
No.
I know her pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Known her a few. Yeah. Said hi to her a
Yeah.
few times.
I mean, I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan.
We used to rehearse at his house on Magdalena,
Mm.
and he'd do a few little gigs there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Goes back. Yeah. Some of your worst gigs, like
Oh, the worst
this ain't
ones.
turning out so well.
Oh. Well, this was when I was with the original band me and Oliver had called the Tear Magnets.
Okay.
We're gonna do this party, and that's sure. Okay, we'll fine. And we get there, and it's kids, and we're opening for Bobo the Clown.
Bobo the Clown.
Bobo the Clown.
How'd that turn out?
Nah. Yeah, we serious. We wrote our own music, our own stuff. We're trying to make it then. That was back when I was like coming out of my late 20s.
Yeah.
Bobo the Clown. So we show up, there's like 20 kids there. 2 5-year-old kids. And we're this serious, band trying to make it. Tear Magnets. And Bobo the Clown's opening for us.
Wow.
And then we try to do our thing, and the kids are everywhere. Oh, I'll never forget it. Oh, outdoor backyard party for the, I guess, 4-year-olds, 2-year-olds.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty bad.
That's a pretty
That's pretty
slap.
bad.
That's a slap.
That,
right?
yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
the rock and roll world. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
You know?
So did you ever try to like put your own stuff together, like with original music, and try to?
Yeah,
like,
that was that band.
that was that band, but that was rock.
It was like they said we were a cross between Fleetwood Mac and Tom Petty.
Wow.
We didn't do blues or R&B.
no blues or no R&B.
People would always go, hey, because we had Oliver on the guitar, me on the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had this girl, Chris, on the good bass,
Mm-hmm.
and she was white.
Oh
We-
wow.
both of us
Okay.
black. And they would see us come in, set up, and they go, hey, you guys going to do some R&B, huh? I go, you'll see. So it was like kind of like rock and Fleetwood
It's a mix.
Mac-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to get you a CD.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you do have a CD.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you should have brought it.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we really worked hard at that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We were there working 2-3 rehearsals a week
Oh wow.
for years. We wrote our own songs. I got tons of songs. I'm a songwriter, you know. Oliver's songwriter, you know.
A mechanic. I mean, a football player, athlete.
I went to Deanza. I tried to, I was all, benching 360 and running that fast, right? And went there, and they had a, they had the top mechanics class. So I went there for that, and then I looked at the football, and I said, "Oh no, these guys were faster and bigger, and the guys that didn't make it at Stanford were going there,
Right.
and bad boys." I said, "No, my heart's not in that. I can get hurt."
So that's what ended the football.
Mm-hmm.
You knew it.
Oh yeah, big dudes,
You
fast.
said music ain't gonna hurt me like
Yeah,
that.
no.
That was smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was smart decision.
Yeah.
There's more longevity. I mean, you come of age now, but you can still do it, right?
What, football?
No, music. Music is here to
yeah,
stay.
yeah.
See?
Yeah, the music is now, I've what do you call it? I've embraced it.
Mhm.
I'm good. I never answered, like comfortably said, I'm a musician. But many years back, I can do this. I'm good.
Right. But you enjoy it.
And I
In a
love
comfortable place.
it. Oh, yeah, love it. Yeah.
So, what would you say to someone trying to come into this business?
Oh,
Like a young person that said, I want to sing, I want to, play a piano, I want to do, I mean, and with everything that is in it, the negativity, the people that take advantage of you,
oh yeah.
and, the discourage, all that stuff. What would you say to a young person that's trying to come into this business?
Well, first of all, you gotta love it. You gotta embrace that. When you find out that you have that ability, go with it. Don't second guess it. Just go with it. And if you run into some weird stuff, talk to your mentors. Guys you look up to, or you can go on YouTube and look at guys who are playing.
Now you can go to YouTube, but you couldn't go to YouTube.
I couldn't do that.
No.
That's right. Yeah, talking to the kids now. But back then, you just stay focused. Stay focused and just do your thing.
Right.
And it's okay to copy people. But just in the end, you want to really make it your own.
What makes a great musician?
Making it your own.
Making it your own.
Yeah. Finding yourself in the music.
That's the secret sauce.
That's it. It took me probably 50 years to figure that out.
Wow.
Yeah. You got to find what you're cool with and what you know you can do. Because, I'm not going to get in a fusion band and think that I can play all that fusion stuff. I didn't grow up doing that.
Right.
I'm an R&B guy, blues guy, and I sing those. I sing that stuff, but to be like a incredible...
That's not your thing.
No. My thing is songs. I love songs, singing songs and just nice grooving things, That's that any rock, jazz,
What is the best? Let me word it like this. Can you describe what is the pocket?
The pocket is when you are married to your bass player and you're smiling at each other going, when you get that groove and the bass, you and the bass player, sometimes you'll do something and you're not even thinking nothing, or the bass player, and you do the same.
Follow.
And you're not even playing it, and you look at each other and go, oh, that's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you're in the groove,
That's the pocket.
Once you get that, and it doesn't have to be just a simple just that, Clean, simple. That pocket is that'll get you the gig. That'll get you the gig.
The pocket.
Yeah.
That's the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. That'll get you the gig.
So what? So okay. So all the twirling of all the sticks and
It's flair.
So why do people want to do that more than stay in the pocket? If the pocket is
Well,
really,
some. But now some of these young guys, oh yeah, some of the guys are really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Flair, and still can groove, but that don't get you the gig.
That don't get you the gig.
That don't get
That
you
pocket.
the gig. The pocket. Who was it? Steve Gadd said it. He goes, man, I moved down to New York, He goes, I could outread these guys. I could outread all these guys, man. You know, I put the sheet there. I could do it all. And he goes, I wasn't getting the gigs. I was not getting the gigs. And he goes, I go see some of these guys that got all the gigs. 2 and 4, clean.
Keeping it clean.
And they weren't doing reading all. They're just in the pocket.
Just pocket.
And those guys had the gig. So he started doing that, and bing. He's got gigs.
Then he got gigs. So all that show is,
Yeah, it's, you know.
it's flash.
Yeah.
That's-
Just like a guitar player with a lot of
riffs. Yeah.
You know, that's cool. But a solid rhythm guitar player, I'll hire him before the lead guy constantly doing stuff constantly.
Mm-hmm.
That don't work.
That don't work.
Cause you know, you listen to Ohio players, all that stuff. Pocket, man. James Brown, you know.
That pocket, yeah.
That's a pocket,
Stay right
man.
there.
Stay there.
Hold what you got.
Keep what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why I wanted to tell you about that, or I wanted you to express that to the listeners and the people, because a lot of musicians don't understand about the pocket, and not even just from a drum standpoint, but just from a band standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
That groove and that lock, that marriage that you talked about.
Oh yeah.
People miss that. It goes right over their head.
Yeah.
And everybody's competing. Who's
And-
the loudest?
And
who's
don't
the
forget,
fastest?
stay away from this and stay away from all the other stuff.
Right.
And you're good. Man, we'll drink 1 or 2 here. You're cool. But if you're a drummer, bass player, you gotta keep it tight, man. You gotta
stay in that
You gotta
pocket.
keep that stuff tight, man. Because that's where you'll keep the gig. You'll get the gig, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's pocket. You know, stay right there.
Do you
know.
play to a click? Have you ever played
I
to a
can.
click? You can.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that ruin the groove?
Not really. If you learn how to play with the click. You have to, because it's there, but there's a way to play so you're comfortable with it. That was what I found out on the YouTube. These guys I watch, and they go, "No, you don't have to be click tight with it. You can, you know,
You can
feel
still
it
play
a
with that
different
time.
way. Yeah, and just lock in that way. Yeah."
Yeah. Yeah. That clock is a funny thing. You
But
put your
yeah, but
hands
that
on-
that metronome, man, you know, it can mess with you. But if you learn how to play with it, if you do it a lot, you learn ways to finesse around it.
Around that
and
clock.
It's still good.
I don't think there's anything better than playing with the clock. Nothing's better than that. Well, playing with the band, but with the clock.
Yeah.
Because you know you only have so much play
Yeah.
ahead and in front and
Yeah.
back. There's only so much room to do both, and you can do both. But
Yeah.
you got to stay on that clock.
But you got to stay close to it, you know. Because, you know, they got quantized.
Well, that's
tighten it
different.
up.
Yeah,
I mean, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, as long as it's the feel, that's what, when pandemic broke out, I got a electronic drum set. And I was doing drum tracks for songwriters at
Right.
home. I would send them the tracks. And you listen to their track, but what they wanted was the feel of a real drummer.
The live feel.
Yeah, and that's you do it that way with electronic. You know, like it's real good now.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Dennis, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Listen, we can sit here and talk about this all night long.
Yeah.
And I'm just thankful that I got you here because, in my opinion, you're one of the legends here in the Bay Area.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
And
that.
The so many doors that you've opened for so many people. I'm gonna speak for them. I am gonna speak for them. They don't even know why they in there playing in the first place. Who put them there? Who allowed them to get there?
You got those Weekend Warriors. That's their
Warriors.
release, man.
Yeah.
They feel good about it too. Just let them do it.
Let 'em do
My
it.
jam nights. Yeah.
That's right. Where can you be found again? What's your website?
DennisDove.com. That's easy.
That's easy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming here. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you for taking time out to come to the Kimball Hooker Show.
I'll come. Yes. For
That's
you,
right.
I'll be there.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable, the most talented man, the drummer himself, the singer, the songwriter, the You name it, he can do it.
Man.
Mr. Dennis Dove
Thank you, brother.
on the Kimball Hooker Show. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.
You just heard the Kimball Hooker Show here on KCAT Radio. Explore all our KCAT original programming at kcat.org/radio.